It's 1983 in Melbourne.
Melbourne, the time has come.
Americans Jenny and Sid Craig are in town about to open their very first weight loss centre.
Hi, I'm Jenny Craig, and I'm proud to introduce the new Jenny Craig Weight Loss Program to Australia. This new program...
Within a few short years, it had expanded globally.
Losing weight will taste better.
Back then, dieting was very overt.
Jenny Craig, please.
So you had people like the ambassadors for Jenny Craig, Kirstie Alley and so on, saying things like, I'm fat, you're fat, let's just all diet together.
Can you hold on a second? Hey, you're chubby too. Let's lose weight together.
So in the 80s and 90s, I think the dieting messages were not so different to what they are today. I mean, there's still just as much fat shaming, there's still that thin imperative. It just looked a little different.
But after 40 years, the iconic weight loss company has shut its doors in the US and is teetering on the brink in Australia. The latest available annual report shows the Australian business's profit has dropped from about $7 million to just $1.4, and the auditors flagged a significant doubt about its ability to survive.
A major shakeup in the weight loss industry.
Jenny Craig has shut down all 500 locations in the US and Canada.
The Australian directors assured the company would be propped up by the US parent company if required. But in early May, that business went bust. So I've just been inside to have a chat to them. Unfortunately, this Jenny Craig, like all Jenny Craig storefronts, is wholly owned by head office, and head office has said, can't say anything. Because at the moment, the Australian businesses are continuing to trade, and the administrators, the voluntary administrators, say they're trying to work out how they can restructure the business so that it can keep going in some form. Jenny Craig has about 400 staff working in around 90 shop fronts, and they're now in limbo.
I signed up with Jenny Craig about on the 2nd of May, actually. And interestingly enough, I think it was 2 days after I'd signed up and started, I started reading all the media around what was happening in the UK and Canada. So I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on?
Nanette paid $74 to sign up to a 14-week program. Then she buys the meal plan food on top of that.
Look, it's working. It's working. 2 weeks, 3.5 kilograms. And I sound like an advertisement, but that's the truth. Today I had a conversation, actually only this afternoon, with one of the consultants. She said she was hopeful. She just said, you know, perhaps there will be a buyer out there that will want to take over the Australian and New Zealand branch. This is Saxenda.
Nanette's also tried popular weight loss injections.
And you just wind up an amount and then jab it in.
But she says they didn't work for her.
Yeah, there's a bunch of drugs out there. There's obviously the diabetic drug that the celebrities are using, and then there's also kind of more direct weight loss drugs that, you know, Hollywood is buying into at the moment.
Everybody looks so great. When I look around this room, I can't help but wonder, is Ozempic right for me?
Ozempic. It's become so popular, there are now worldwide shortages of the diabetes drug.
What housewife isn't on Ozempic?
Not one. So I did start the semaglutide shots.
And I've been doing them for probably about 4 months, and I'm down like 25 pounds.
I get really angry because it distracts from the conversation that should be had. So they're not skinny drugs. They're drugs that are used to improve health and get people kick-started on an obesity journey, which can be very difficult.
Endocrinologist Dr. Catherine Williams often prescribes weight loss drugs in her obesity clinic at Nepean Hospital in Sydney's West.
Okay, Ian, come on now. How are you?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Not bad.
That's the way.
So in diabetes, they increase insulin, which is a really important hormone for locking away glucose in the body and helping our body use sugar, glucose. But what they do, interestingly, in the brain is they reduce appetite. So, and that's where they work for obesity.
Have you been feeling well? It's now been 4 months since your surgery.
Yeah, no, travelling along, I've lost some more weight. So.
Ian Hodder's been struggling to fill his script for Ozempic.
It makes life hard for people with diabetics to be able to take the drug when someone's taking it because they want to lose 5 kilos in a hurry to get into a summer dress. Like, that's just, it's stupid.
Okay, just relax back. Yeah.
Maybe people are after simple solutions, and Jenny Craig was portrayed as a simple solution at the time, and now Ozempic's being portrayed as a simple solution. But in actual fact, weight and weight management and general health is really complicated, and sometimes we just need to take a pause and think about why we might have got where we are and what we want to achieve going forward.
The administrators say there are a number of parties who've expressed interest in buying Jenny Craig.
I do think it is old-fashioned in its approach. With its literature, your consultants phone you, so there's no app per se.
My husband thinks that he's got the wife that he married. I've given all my big blimpy clothes away.
But things change, and Jenny's changed too.
But maybe it hasn't changed enough to keep pace with the culture.
What will be will be. I just hope and pray that, there is life put back into Jenny Craig.